Hi, this is Tony Poulos at TMForum Live in Nice. I have with me today Bill Cannon, who is the CEO of Monolith Software. Bill, welcome.
Thank you, Tony.
Before we kick off, tell me a little bit more about Monolith Software and exactly what you do.
So Monolith Software is a unified service assurance solution that does three key things. Provides end-to-end visibility of critical services. It does so in an agile environment, which is an overused term, but I'll explain more on that in a minute. And third, when we do those first two, we then also drive continuous improvement on operational efficiencies by driving out total cost of ownership, improving it.
You know, we hear a lot about service assurance. In fact, everybody's talking about service assurance at the moment. What do you define by service assurance, and how does that affect what you're doing with Monolith?
So the way we define it is to have end-to-end visibility of, again, a critical service. It could be set-top box to the home. It could be, the example I use is 4G. So basically, if you look at it, what's happened in the industry is the end user with the cell phone from 1G through 4G has been ease of use. It's been consistent. The problem with the network operator is that the bandwidth has increased exponentially, the applications have increased exponentially, and if you look at it on the management side, the number of tools that have been deployed, I had a customer tell me, it's very simple. As the ease of use has been there for the end user, the complexity for us has gone, our visibility is diminished. We can't see how that service is being impacted. So with Monolith, we provide that same simplicity that the end user has for the cell phone. We provide that end-to-end visibility from a single console, and also then leveraging it for agile. In other words, we can deploy quickly. And third, we can then leverage, enhance, and then retire the legacy tool sets.
So presumably it's not just about voice anymore. We're talking about voice, data, application service.
Voice, data, again, you look at that cell phone analogy I use. You went from 1G, which was 2.4, to what do you have now? 10 megabit, 100 megabit, which is multimedia, bandwidth on demand, maps, you name it. Again, the complexity is in the network and on the operator side. But again, the ease of use here, as well as over the top, right? There's all these other factors hitting it.
Right.
If you look at the service assurance space, it's a space that, in my opinion, is atrophied. What does that mean? It's been a bunch of standalone best-in-breed tools. By the way, they work. That's not the issue. The issue is you can't tie them together. If you try to, your cost of ownership goes up,
Yep.
The complexity goes up. So again, our approach is just to normalize all that data and then provide, if you use the legacy terms, fault management, performance management, root cause, real-time visibility, dashboards, multi-tenant, in a single unified code set. Why is that important? As the next wave hits, which might be software-defined networks or NFV, how will you manage an NFV environment with fractured tools? With a unified code set like Monolith has, we provide that capability.
You've come to this event in Nice. It's a TMForum event. What's the value to you of TMForum and the processes that they espouse and develop?
I think it's obviously multiple, right? We've been here, this is our fourth year participating with TMForum. We look at it this way. First off, we're meeting our existing customers. Just had a meeting with an executive from one of our key clients. Provided me a lot of input on what we need to do as a business. Secondly, obviously meet a lot of prospects. We get heavy floor traffic. Third, the knowledge we gain, our CTO today was at the cable session. And again, the challenge with Monolith, or Assure Now is our new release, by the way, but Assure Now can manage, because again, we normalize the data. We manage customers with smart meter networks. The biggest in the world uses Monolith. We have a network equipment provider that uses us for managed services. We have a large carrier that uses us for their global Ethernet IP. So the challenge for us is, how do we understand more of the vertical solutions that are required, so we just don't look like a toolkit, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Finally, we also get to engage with the network equipment providers and the OSS people that are here, right? The market leaders, Amdocs and Netcracker, and so for us, it's that whole ecosystem in one place, if that makes sense.
That's fantastic. Very much appreciated talking to you today, Bill. Thank you.
Tony, pleasure. Thank you.